Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
Absolutely, guys. So I am with the dogs. I am just who let the dogs out all day long. So, guys, I am Camp BowWow.
Nice.
We do dog boarding, dog daycare.
Is it strictly dogs? What kind of dogs? Is there any dogs you don't take? Is there a whole bunch of dogs you do take?
And do you know Snoop Dogg?
Hey, there you go.
This podcast is sponsored by Office Supply Solutions. Office Supply Solutions combines the selection of all major office supply stores with the convenience of next-day delivery. Office supplies including paper cartridges, paper, cleaning supplies, computers, and all types of office technology products. Office Supply Solutions delivery hubs are stationed in most top 150 markets, and we have over 1 million square feet of inventory. Go to OfficeSupplySolutionsLLC.com to place your order today.
Tell us about yourself. What is the Network-a-thon?
The Network-a-thon.
What is the Network-a-thon?
Network-a-thon is the premier business networking event in St. Louis.
So, why should I attend the next Network-a-thon?
It's free, and we personally introduce you to your ideal referrals. And now, on to the Network-a-thon podcast.
All right, welcome to another Network-a-thon podcast. I'm your host, Theodore Sloan, and I'm here with
Chew.
Chew.
When you do the build-up like that, I think we're about to all right, coming up next, couple
There
skate
we go.
Couple
Welcome
skate.
to another edition of Thunderdome.
We're at the Network-a-thon, Higher Grounds, Maryland Heights, Missouri. People saying hello, giving cards to one another, and making new business friends.
Rubbing elbows. There
We
you
have a
go.
new friend here. Who is this?
It's Dathian Jeffries, right?
got it. You
There
got it,
go.
guys.
I
Nice.
pronounced it correctly. I'm good. Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
Absolutely, guys. So I am with the dogs. I am just who let the dogs out all day long. So, guys, I am Camp BowWow. We
Nice.
do dog boarding, dog daycare. We just unlocked grooming and soon to unlock some training here next month. So we're pretty excited here out in St. Charles there. So.
Oh, in the St. Charles area is where you're located?
You got it. It's about 94 in Zumbel, Friedens area. We're right around the corner on Sheer Parkway there.
Got it. So, is it strictly dogs? What kind of dogs? Is there any dogs you don't take? Is there a whole bunch of dogs you do take?
And do you know Snoop Dogg?
Hey, there you go. You know what's awesome is that when we start talking dogs, guys, like everybody gets on the same level. They'll tell you about how their dogs eat everything. Or I had one conversation like 5 minutes ago. They were talking about how their dog steals their food. And so it's just so awesome when you're talking to people about dogs.
Man's best friend.
We do any dogs that pass our temperament test. It does not matter about breed. It doesn't matter about how big or small they are. We have separate yards for our big dogs and small dogs. But at the end of the day, as long as they pass our temperament test, we are all about it, guys.
What's this temperament test? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Excellent. So basically, we want to know how do these pups interact with people, how do they interact with other dogs. And so we have a one-on-one temperament test, so we'll introduce them to some dogs that have already passed and see how they feel about it. And I like to tell people it's not about a pass or fail, because at the end of the day, you're going to learn something about your pup going through that experience.
Right,
and so it's more
right.
about finding that fit. And sometimes it's about a safety thing. We've had pups, I would tell you, one of the most exciting and kind of funny experiences we had was we had a pup that literally had a blast. Passed his temperament test, was there all day. Mom came to pick up, and we put the dog into another yard, and there was another camp counselor there with them. And sure enough, that dog had so much fun. Guess what they decided to do?
Stay.
Good. No, not quite. Decided to jump back into the other yard where the dogs were. He says, I'm not ready to go. And in that moment, it became unsuccessful. Why? Because if
they
they
didn't listen.
If they,
Every child. We're going home now. Right? You must said now.
I love it. I love it. So in that instance, it basically jumped over on the fence. It was playing with the other dogs. The challenge is, who's to say it won't jump over into the small yard when they see something? Who's to say it won't land on another dog? So instead of me having that tough conversation with mom saying, hey, mom, unfortunately, he did X, Y, Z, we go ahead and say, hey, we're not a good fit. It's not about the dog being a fit for us.
Yes.
It's the other way around. It's about our facility and us being a fit for the dog.
Yeah.
And we try to give them suggestions of places that they may take it. So we recommend competitors sometimes as well.
Let's talk about, you were talking about the different yards that you have and why you have those different yards.
You got it. So we have different yards depending on the size. So I have my small dogs, my 10 to about 40 pounds in one yard, and then I have 30 pounds on up in another yard. So when you get really active, kind of that 35-pound dog, then we can kind of flex back and forth. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we keep the small dogs together and the large dogs together. And we're out there with them having a blast as well. Please, don't watch the cameras, but if you do watch the cameras, you see me out there dancing with them, don't pretend you didn't see it, okay?
So besides having fun, you obviously are a carefree guy and having a lot of fun. Tell us about your staff and tell us about who they're watching. I mean, you kind of interview a babysitter. So tell us about your staff.
That's it. So in essence, I got a staff my staff is phenomenal. So we really preach about having fun with the pups, having fun with each other, having fun also with pet parents, making sure that they're part of this whole community that we're doing as well. At the end of the day, we want to make sure we also have safety. So when safety and fun come together, that's Camp BowWow. So I have about 22 to 23 camp counselors that are either, they're doing things such as like washing fleeces. They are out there with the dogs, engaging them, kind of walking around them. They're dancing and having fun with them as well, taking pictures and all this good stuff for pet parents. So they are actively out there in the yards with the pups as well.
That's so cool. The new products that you guys or services you're talking about, you're saying you guys now take give them bows, wash them.
So all of that. So we've done washing in some of those baths for quite some time, but now we're actually able to get the clippers out and cut some hair. So I have an actual full-service groomer that's on staff, and so we can get them styling and profiling exactly the way they want to be for the holidays or just for the weekends or just in general. They just got through playing in a whole bunch of dirt. Let's go ahead and give them a good bath and give them a good wash or whatnot.
Yeah.
Now also in the next couple of weeks or so, we're going to unlock some training. So when you're trying to get them to do, call it that sit, stay, come, eye contact, all that stuff, as well as like walking on a leash, which, man, let me tell you, if I can get the dog to walk on a leash, great, it makes my life so much easier. At the end of the day, what I like to say is that we want to hopefully be a medium. Before you decide, I can't deal with the pup, I got to try to give it back. Hopefully, we can help with that. We can be a medium in between there to kind of help coach and talk through and be a resource for you.
Sounds like it's a one-stop shop for your pup.
That is my goal. So guys, you're looking at it right now. That is my goal. That's the goal I set out in Q1, and I'm gonna keep it going for this year. In essence, my goal is to try to make this a one-stop shop, and then also exceed expectations when it comes to expectations of the pup, but then also the different ways that we have activities. Guys, we paint with our dogs. So again, this is Camp BowWow. It is just like you dropping your kids off at day camp, and so literally we paint with the pup. We paint with the pups. We do activities with the pups. We have like trunk or treats. We're at parades. We tried to go. We had a we had a pool party with the pups the other day. I mean, we just really like to just have fun activities with the dogs. There's nothing better to go into like networking events like this, and everybody does, and they talk about like what they do and how they do, and I say, what do you do for dogs? Like, oh, you do mattresses. Hey, how do you have any mattresses for dogs? Or it's just literally you just bring that curveball, and people they laugh for a second, like, well, that makes a lot of sense. Like, why don't we have that right there?
So you see the benefit of a Network-a-thon. Is this your first one, or have you been before? Tell us about what you're experiencing here at Network-a-thon.
This is number 2 for me, and guys, if there wouldn't be a number 2 if it wasn't working. Like, this is awesome. I love coming out, meeting new people, talking about my service, but also just getting to know the people and learning new businesses and encouragement, and it's a phenomenal experience.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely.
I think it's what's nice is, like you said, you can have the conversation where someone's all prim and proper in a suit, and you're talking about how both your dogs eat the Chewy toys, then there's the new way to be able to talk about stuff.
All the suits and everything come off when you start talking about the pups. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. So how can we find you? Tell us about getting together with Camp BowWow.
Love it. So basically on Facebook, you can do Camp BowWow St. Charles. You can also do campbowwow.com/St. Charles. If you just put Camp BowWow in your search on Google or whatever you're using, then it will pop up. So we're here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Love
Davian.
that we got to talk to you, Davian, and your pups.
Excellent.
When the podcast returns, we will be speaking with Tom Liebenrud from BNI Mid-America. Right after this.
Ready to explore St. Louis in a unique, hassle-free way? How about on an innovative 3-wheeled electric trike with Trike STL guided tours? A self-balancing and battery-assisted machine that's also low impact on your body and fun. Visit TrikeSTL.com or call 314-4TRIKKE.
This segment brought to you by E4E. E4E, or Experts for Entrepreneurs. Operating a business is complex and time-consuming. Being successful requires expertise in many different functions. We have first-hand knowledge working with the entrepreneurs and family businesses in the Experts for Entrepreneurs Partners community. Go to E4E.com for more information, and don't fly alone.
Tom, tell us about yourself, please.
So my name's Tom Liebenrud. I am an area director and a new chapter development director for BNI.
Great.
So I work for BNI full-time.
So let's talk about the clientele that you use for BNI. Like, who's a good subject for BNI?
So the firm is a good foundation, financial advisor, insurance, which is a personal lines insurance agent, a real estate agent, or a mortgage lender.
Okay.
Those are typically starters for chapters, and we look for them, and obviously the seats are very highly wanted, and so they don't come open very often.
Coveted, huh?
Yes, they are very coveted, and when they do come open, typically there's 6 to 10 people in there trying to get that seat. And so we help them start new chapters and take them and put them in a place that they have no option to do otherwise.
So let's talk about BNI in general. What is BNI for the layman?
Sure.
And why would they want to be a part of it?
BNI is called Business Network International, and it is a group of business leaders and business owners who get together on a regular basis to help each other grow their business by trusted referrals.
Okay.
And so if you want to grow, you want to get good quality referrals, not leads, but referrals, BNI is the way to go. We provide each other within our chapters, specific chapters, those referrals through our networks. We open our networks to our referral partner networks.
And I think one key aspect to BNI in general, at least each chapter, is that you guys are exclusive to one type of industry representative per chapter.
Correct, yeah. You only allow one person per seat. In other words, one financial advisor, one real estate agent on the residential side, one mortgage lender, that kind of thing, yes.
So talk about the membership. What do you get out of the membership? What's the cost for that membership?
So I'll give you some numbers. Last year alone, BNI Mid-America, which is St. Louis, St. Charles, and Southern Illinois, we have 59 active chapters. We did over $104 million in closed business for the members.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
Last month, globally, BNI did over $2 billion. That's with a B in closed business for their members worldwide. So that is what you get. You get, business referrals, revenue for your business. It's to grow your business, and it's purely what it's for. You get connections as well. Membership fee for BNI Mid-America is $649 a year.
Great.
But it's definitely a well worth investment in yourself. Obviously.
Most people, that's one referral. I mean, there's a few. If you have smaller products, maybe if you're selling, essential oils or something like that, you may need to sell a few. But on a typical business, that's a portion of a roof, or one real estate transaction or something like that.
Let's talk about which I think is an advantage, is the global reach that you guys have. Mm-hmm. Because it's not just you and your little network that you're talking about. These people, they get the advantage of something way beyond being local.
And sharing those ideas across the way.
100%. My business, when I started in BNI, I had customers in 4 states. Because of BNI referrals, I have customers in 20 states now.
Wow.
I've met people at networking events, at BNI conference, global conference, you name it. Online, I've had people search for me through BNI's website to where they can go in and find people in certain categories. And they have found me and reached out, and we've done, things for them as well. So yes.
You're utilizing not only the way to BNI doing the stuff, what's training him, but being of service in the community is always a great thing, I think.
100%. I meet them, I can introduce them to BNI. And if they're in a seat that's not taken, I help them find chapters. And if they are in a place that's taken, then we help them maybe build a chapter.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So if someone was interested in BNI, how would they get a hold of you?
So they can reach out to me I can give you my cell phone at 618-303-2783. They can reach out to me anytime. Again, my name is Tom Liebenrood, Liebenrood. Would love to talk to them and just kind of go in depth and maybe help them get to a chapter and see what it's truly all about and see how we can help their business.
Big invite, right? Big invite.
That's what we're doing here. We're getting ready for the July version of this thing. It's a place for everyone to make a difference, make profitable connections, and have some fun.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for letting me.
Thanks.
Join us for the next Network-a-thon and next live Network-a-thon podcast, Tuesday, July 25th, 2023.
The free Network-a-thon, the premier business networking event in St. Louis.
Go to the Network-a-thon website, networkathon.com, or call 314-227-6771.
Here's another AG Media Group production.
Create, connect, convert.